Hey guys, welcome back to A Slice of Gaming, the only Pioneer in 4 here, and this is Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo. So, last time we left off, we finished off Spring Breeze, so let's get to Dyna Blade, shall we? Dyna Blade is destroying all the crofts. She must be stopped. Master the different abilities and defeat her. Why is everybody destroying and taking all the food? Nope. Nope. Still tries to teach you. So the different thing about Dyna Blade is instead of having straight 5 levels right in a row like Spring Breeze did, we have a mini-map. And as we explore the areas here, we can expand our mini-map with secrets. So let's take our first available power right now, Bean Cutter, but we're going to just immediately discard it because something more awesome is coming up here. My second favorite ability, back to Parasol. Who would have thought that a little tiny parasol would be so useful? We'll just make sure everything gets out of our way promptly. And the interesting part that I forgot to mention about Parasol is that the actual ability is in the parasol itself and not the Waddle Dee. So, for example, if you hit the Waddle Dee and the parasol floats away, eat the Waddle Dee, you'll get nothing because Waddle Dee has no powers. And also, if the Waddle Doo has the parasol floats away, eat the Waddle Doo, you will get the beam power instead, which is the most saddest thing in the world. So we can have some food in case we need it, but we don't. One last trick before we get into the door. We're gonna get rid of this power, unfortunately, because we're going to need this for a moment, so we can get our life for free, since we won't be able to reach this bomb unless we have beam. Or the other more awesome ability that we'll be getting next stage, I believe? I hope so. The one that we missed out on before. Aw, nice little time with Parasol Waddle Dee. Get rid of everything in the way here. So we can go up the stairs. Get out of here, you. And don't forget about this guy. He likes to fly straight for you. Or try to, anyways. And our first sort of secret, not at all, I guess pseudo-secret, tells you the things that are going to be coming up. It's more of an alternate path, really, than a secret. Oh, I thought maybe I grabbed him, but apparently not. Up here we have an invincibility lollipop. Let's get rid of all the things here, so that they don't hit us. Getting rid of less and less things is always super handy. So let's explore the catacombs down here, see what kind of secrets we can find. Excuse me, everything out of the way. Have some food in case we need it, but, you know, we're fine still. Get rid of our friend, Mr. Flower, who likes to eat our face. Aw, Parasol Waddle Dee's stuck over there. What is he gonna do with himself? The nice thing is if your companion gets too far away from you, he will just warp back, so instead of falling through the ground, or instead of just dying, he'll just be fine. It's good. It's sort of nice in that way. That way it doesn't waste your life. Crash! And here is an ability from this mini-boss here. It's super helpful. It does have a one-time use, just like Crash does, but the nice thing is it gets rid of all projectiles, all enemies off the stage, and cooks them for you. So just in case you needed even more food, and Waddle Doo just does not like that pudding. I don't know why, maybe he ate a bad pudding once in his life before, who knows. Alright, this game's always fun. So naturally you have to try to get the meter as full as possible, so you can make it to the end, just so you can get more lives. The sad thing is that I have terrible timing. Oh, I made it. And half the time what's probably going to happen is when I try to hit the 1, it's going to probably result in a 0. And hit at stage 7, where you get nothing, because I timed things too late. I'm going to take you for the minute here. Better than having nothing, so we have dual parasols going. And when we enter into here, we'll immediately get rid of this, so we can have fun with a power that we haven't used very often yet. We've used it once, very briefly, for like 2 seconds, I think. And here is nothing but a giant trap all that's in here is these 3 enemies. It's soon gonna be 3. There's the 3rd one. Mr. Maze Man, dude, guy. Hey, we did it! Absolutely nothing else is in that room. So sometimes doors, thinking that they're gonna lead to shortcuts, will result in absolutely nothing being there. Alright, but however, sometimes doors will lead to real secrets. Thank you, you can take that instead. So that I can get this power. This is Ninja. It is kind of a useful power, and kind of cool in a sense. So you throw shurikens by lightly tapping the button, and when you hold down the button, you will use your shuriken as a blade instead. And you get this cool dive kick as well. And the neat thing about it, let's see if I can... There we go, we got it to happen once. We can do a wall kick, and we can also, very briefly, hang on to the wall as well. So that's going to be helpful a little bit later, and especially like way later, for the Great Cave Offensive, where we need to get into a terrible, terrible place. Whoa! I was kind of hoping I could show off my awesome throw, but perhaps later. Like now. That is the cool part of that ability. It's awesome. Oh! Probably shouldn't have thrown it too terribly soon there. Just pick up bombs, throw them. So the reason why I got rid of Ninja is for this. This power is my favorite in the game. It is so good. And the unfortunate part is, and I don't know why, but it's never in any other Kirby game. Stopping my rant about Mirror, is this. Our first shortcut. Or secret, or something. Awesome, we'll have to check that out after we finish the stage. So the awesome thing about this ability is not only do you get to be able to hit from a distance, use that awesome dash attack with amazing reach, but something that I actually haven't explained yet either is you can guard in this game too, which I've never used. But the great thing about the guard of the mirror attack is it actually blocks projectiles and hits them back at them. It is so good. Like I said, it's unfortunate that it's no other Kirby game other than this one and the remake for this game. They really need to bring Mirror back. That's what I think anyways. We'll just be sad about Mirror for a while. As you can see, when you guard with Mirror anyways, you don't take any damage from anything. Speaking of useful abilities, except not at all, the guy that we just destroyed there, come here, you need this, thank you, is the most useless ability in the entire game. It is terrible. All it does, it makes you sleep, and that's it. That sleep does nothing. You think it would heal you, but apparently it doesn't. It just makes you sleep for a few minutes, and you're not able to control Kirby for that amount of time that he's sleeping for. The unfortunate part is I'll need to get rid of this so I can get this instead. So this is wheel. You turn into a wheel, and you drive like a wheel. Anything that hits you will just automatically be destroyed. And you can move and jump during the ability as well. The thing that I don't like about it is, for me, it's a little bit hard to control, and it is actually pretty useless against bosses like this, because it's hard to control. But getting to abilities that are actually useful is this guy. This is Hammer, and it does something that only one other ability can do, which is hammer down spikes. Rock ability can do it as well. So, and there's going to be a lot of those pegs for secrets. So it's always good to have Hammer with you most of the time. Oh, I got it at full! I think this is the first time that's ever happened that I remember. Yeah, of course I'm gonna get to 1 with that. Awesome! So before we get to the next stage, what's this E that's floating around here? Oh man, it's an enemy! You go, Samir. I'll just, you know, stand here. Hammer in the peg of defeat. That was completely unnecessary. So if you want fighter power, there's a fighter power for you. Now, this secret room is kind of awesome. It gives you well, most of the powers anyways, about a third of them. I think there's 2 other stages like this, so in case you need something, or you want something different, you're free to take it. There are 2 more abilities there that we haven't got quite yet, but I'd rather just explain them when we come to them. So with Hammer, since we can explain that, we can do a dashed attack here. And, oh yes, there's also this as well. You can jump, and it is actually one of the few abilities that you can use underwater too. So we're gonna get rid of this for a second, so that way our friend here can have it. And he turns into the mini-boss. It's kind of interesting. We're gonna swap it for this instead. This is one of the powers that we saw in the secret room there. And this one kind of takes some effort for it to work, because as you can see, this thing is piddly and terrible. But if we mash buttons, slow but surely, Kirby will start to glow, and he will have a better charge, like that. So it's kind of weird that there's an ability that takes effort and also lets you, you know, mash buttons for you to charge it up. I kind of thought it was interesting in a sense. Interactive abilities. So let's try to get to this without being terrible. I'm gonna have to open this thing up here. Where's he gonna go? Alright, we're gonna try to avoid him. Excuse me, Bonkers, you are terribly in the way. Try to navigate away from him. Float above. You can't kill or destroy that thing too, I should mention. I should probably grab this for my friend here, because he needs it. Can my friend destroy the bear for me? You're doing it. There you go. Alright. Let's try to survive this breezy part here. Whoa! You just came from nowhere. Also, that's a new ability as well that we haven't used quite yet. So there you go, Plasma Wisp, you can have that. Evil Kirby. Try not to mess with Evil Kirby. Messing with Evil Kirby is a terrible thing. I think it's... I don't know if it's actually called an Evil Kirby or not, but we'll call it that anyways. So this is the other power that can nail down pegs and do a lot of other useful things. Like turn into different heavy things to crush enemies with. See if I can get my favorite one. If not, then that's fine. Here it is! Little Kirby statue. It's cute. And we can also slide down slopes here as well. Get rid of you in place of this. This ability is super useful too. It can be controlled up or down, and it attacks at a distance too. There's also that cool throw as well that I just did. I love this ability too. It's just as awesome and just as good. Oh no! Oh well. I suppose it's not like we don't have enough lives. Get out of here, you. Also sometimes, something you can do with your friend here. Sometimes they can grab onto your legs and you'll help them. You can carry them, basically, for them. In case your friend feels a little bit lazy and doesn't want to do it themselves. Make sure we don't fall into the lava. Oh. Spoke too soon. Had a feeling that was going to happen. So we'll float gently to the other side. Oh! Hey, here's our ice power, but I think I'm going to pass on that because I kind of like what we got right now. I like how the rock is just like, I really want to kill him, but I can't. That's the one thing I really don't like about the stone power, is that it has its very limited uses, and really doesn't do a lot in a lot of situations. I suppose it's nice for sloped areas like the one we just did, but I don't know. And this thing... Yeesh. That thing takes you for a ride. You can't really control it either. But at least it lets you get to past spikes and stuff. I think there might be even more spikes down there, so let's not mess with it. Let's not mess with him either. one of these is actually a trap too, if I remember correctly. Might be... no, it's not that one. I'm almost certain there's one in the future that leads you to a pile of spikes and terribleness. Keep going up here. Whoa! Hey, Stone, why don't you, break this for me, no? Oh, he got a power and he shared it with me. Oh, well, we'll just use our warp power to break things. Break all the things! Let's keep going. This smells like a mini-boss, I know it. Oh, how did I know? Hey, it's a new power we haven't seen yet. Oh, geez. There's a little taste of it right there. You gonna help me, partner, or are you just gonna pose? So, Suplex seemingly does nothing at the moment, but wait till we grab stuff. You can grab things and you can point in a direction that you want to go to. Oh hey, there was that boost. Sometimes your friend can give you a boost as well. Anyways, you can grab things, throw things. It's kind of a cool ability, but once again, very limited uses. Hey, I knew that was going to happen eventually. So, with that, I think I'm going to end this part here, so we'll continue and finish off Dyna Blade next time. So, thank you very much for watching, see you next time.